You want to play God? You have to be above it all. You can't expose the truth when you're a part of it.
I'm proud of you, that's all. You said you'd do something great with your platform, and you did. What are you hoping to hear, that it went well or that it didn't?
Of course that it went well.
You can tell me you still have feelings for him.
Is he waiting for Julian?
What are you doing here?
Hey, can you stop messing with my life, please?
You should go.
Keep on fighting to remember.
Do you want me to?
Maybe one day you'll be able to show her who you really are instead of taking out the fact that you can't on the people who love you.
I think Zoya is so frustrated with Obie because it's like she was saying in the last episode, I feel like he just thinks that he should stand up for these things because it's the right thing to do, but doesn't actually believe in them. And now this is the ultimate diss to her in regards to that. It's like you have the chance to make an actual impact and influence something that could do big, great things, but you're not doing it. And I think she also does need to understand, though, that's because it's his mother. And so it could be one of those situations where it's like I either have the relationship that I have with her or I have no relationship. And some people can walk away from that and some people can't because it's family.
It's all over the news. It's pretty ballsy protesting your parents. Just be sure to check in with me every couple hours, okay?
Davis is such an awesome dad. Any chance you want to stay for dinner after tutoring? Hey, I had fun tonight. Would you... Oh my God, read words. Hey, I had fun tonight. Would be great to see you again soon. How's this weekend?
How do you know when to speak up or stay quiet?
As a general rule, I say speak up whenever you feel you have to.
Oh my God, he listened to me. He's taking a stand.
Did he? Or did he listen to Julian?
Nothing to worry about. It's hospital code for your mom has sepsis. Her fever is down and they're running more tests.
You and Max Wolf seem to be spending a lot of time together.
Yeah, he's just helping out with the Audrey stuff.
Oh, she's trying.
Oh my God, they said you're Audrey. It's okay. Shh, careful. You've been in and out, so I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do this to you. I'm sorry that I pushed you away and that I tried to do everything by myself. You just needed help. It's okay to ask for it. I need your help.
Rafa's not just my teacher.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured that much out.
I have to listen to Dad cry himself to sleep every night.
Right.
Stay away from him, okay?
Of course.
I know I'm gonna.
Max, I'm so proud of
It's really good to see you.
You're here? Are you kidding? You never come to these things.
It's important to you.
Honestly, I feel better than I have in a long time.
Do you have one of those for me?
There you are. Come, it's not safe here.
Have you seen Otto?
I think he's over there.
Why'd you ask me to come down? Because I've got to get straight to the airport from here.
Mr. Menzies! Mr. Menzies!
How could I or my company be accused of being homophobic when my own son, Archie here, is gay himself? Now, if you'll excuse me.
No, I'm not gay, I'm bisexual.
Wait, Zoya! Was this your plan all along?
God. And he didn't even talk to him about it. He just used it. Oh my God. Oh my God. The last 15 minutes of this episode is gonna kill me.
Be friends with me just so you could get close to him again?
Of course not. You're my sister.
And you're Julian Calloway. You always get what you want, so why do all this? Do you still love him?
Yes, do you?
Called the cops?
Do you see what these people are doing? They are going to break down the doors. I have to protect my property. You've had your fun, now come in. Otto. Otto, no!
Your parents are human.
Okay, so she has no freaking idea. He really was completely hiding everything from her. And wow, this episode is
Just like
intense
you.
and confusing and oh God.
Emailed over the contract this morning.
Are you at a protest right now? I saw on Instagram. You should probably leave. We encourage perspective, but protest is trickier. If
were turned violent, well, we wouldn't want to alienate a good portion of
My politics are who I am. Bye, Marjorie.
Really have changed.
It's the right thing to do.
I know. But I can wish it wasn't.
Glad you can make it.
What is this?
It is a thank you to my two men.
Ending on a throuple.
Oh, well, you did not need to know this.
This episode is all over the place. Like, what the hell?
Have you seen it?
Seen what?
What Max Wolf just DM'd?
Holy shit!
Better than my OnlyFans subscriptions.
This could get him fired.
What did they
Rafa,
do? What did he do?
I gave him access to the account. He must have deleted it.
No!
Plain and simple truth is that it feels better to be bad than do good.
If I was the teacher, whose name I still don't remember, that just called and was like, did you see this? I would have saved that video. If she's smart, she would have saved the video immediately and then it would have been like, hey, just see it, just in case something happened. Like, hope she saved that video. The three of them are like all going through so much shit right now. I feel like this is exactly what they need. We got our throuple.
If everyone else is being human, you might as well be human too.
Oh God, what do you want, asshole?
I do support you. Always will. Just for a little while at least. Stay away from Julian.
Stay away from Julian. They're gonna have a they're gonna kiss.
You'll pay for it later. XOXO. Gossip Girl.
I don't know how to feel about this show. Okay, I gotta get comfortable for this because we gotta talk. We're on episode 6 and I still do not know how to feel about this show completely. I love certain characters and I still have a lot of problems with other things. It's kind of all over the place and chaotic, but I like that. But then it also confuses me and I don't like that. We didn't get anything out of Monet. I want to know why, because we had in the last episode, she quit. We didn't even see her in this episode. Now, someone in the comments of the last episode said that we are going to get like a full-on based Monet episode, but I think it's not going to be until like episode 15, which I'm kind of bummed about because I really, really want to get more of Monet and Luna. I love them so much. I've said that many times before. So it kind of sucks that she wasn't even in this episode at all, especially since we're going to have that really long break. Luna, we got some really cool scenes with her setting up really cool, good sustenance deals. Luna's setting up these awesome deals for Julian, and unfortunately none of them working out because big corporations only want one thing, and it's to make money, and they don't really ever care about the people that they're representing, or the people that are representing them, I should say. And it kind of looks like it's going to come true and happen for Julian, and unfortunately the lady calls her and is annoyed that she's at the protest, and so I have a feeling that Julian is going to want to quit being an influencer. She's not going to want to do it anymore. She's probably going to get really tired really fast of people not wanting her to do certain things that she wants to do now, because she's evolving into this really awesome person, this open, honest, truthful person. And anybody that halts that, she's not going to deal with. So I think she's either going to quit or she's going to go off and like do her own thing and be her own brand. Kind of like they were saying she can't really do that because no one will listen. But I have a feeling like her and Luna can figure it out. I have a feeling that they'll be able to kind of own their own thing and get their own deals through people that they know. And so I have a feeling they'll make it work. So she's either going to quit or she's going to make it work on her own. Obie, the whole situation with his mother, I was so confused at everything. Like, I was kind of siding with him a little bit after the dinner because it's like I said, Zoya, like, take a step back. You just met his mother. You have no idea who this woman is or what she is capable of. You don't know the dynamic between them. For her to just kind of strike at them like that so aggressively, was like, it's one of those keep your friends close and your enemies closer, you know? Like, have a dinner with them, talk to them, see what kind of people they are, and feel them out, and then talk to Obie about it. And then maybe the next time around, if you don't like what was talked about or you don't agree what was talked about, whatever, then state your opinion and go full force. But you just like went in there guns a-blazing, and I feel like that was a little too much. However, now that I completely understand that Obie does not give any indication as to how he feels to his mother, I am kind of more understanding of why Zoya did that. However, Zoya didn't know that. I think I would assume that she was under the same impression that I was, which was his mother knows some things but doesn't know the full extent of how he feels, or knows that she can just manipulate him into quieting about how he feels. And so I don't know, I think I side with Obie in the fact that she was a little too aggressive, but I also admire Zoya for speaking her mind so much. I just think it was the wrong place and time at this moment. I loved the line between her and Julian when Julian said, she says, do you love him? Do you still love him? And she says, yes, do you? And Zoya doesn't answer, and she runs away. And I feel like it's pretty clear at this point that Zoya isn't into Obie anymore. I think she was glamored by his whole sweet guy presence, and it's worn off at this point. Let's put it this way, even if she does, after she finds out about the kiss between him and Julian, nothing's gonna happen, because that is the ultimate form of betrayal right there. They didn't break out. They didn't break up. Okay, they did not break up. They just had a fight. So he just cheated on her with his ex-girlfriend, who is also her sister. And we know that there's enough BS and craziness going on between that trio already to begin with. So I just think it was, oh my gosh, I can't deny it though. That kiss was freaking fire. That kiss, like, I felt that kiss. I was like, woof, this is hotter than the throuple. Like, that was I've been waiting a very, very long time to freaking do this again, kiss on both sides. So I think that Obie is seeing that Julian is becoming this person that he always knew she could be, and is heartfully doing it now. It's not like she's just pretending to be this for something else. She's doing it for herself, and he's loving it. And I think he never necessarily fell out of love with her, but I think he's falling for her even harder than he had before now, knowing how she is. And Julian never fell out of love with him. Julian never wanted to break up. I think the whole Zoya and Obie relationship happened way too fast. I think they both kind of jumped in. When you have a crush on someone, you think they're perfect, and then a month later, you're like, wow, they're crazy. Why did I fall so hard? That's what they did, only with all the attachments of these relationships, it just doesn't make sense to me, honestly. I feel like I keep trying to make it make sense, and it just doesn't. You broke up with this girl and then dated her sister. Your sister's boyfriend broke up with her, and then you dated him after a month. No, not even a month. After like a week. They mentioned, I think in the last episode, that it had been a month since like they were hooking up, dating, whatever you want to call it. It just doesn't make sense. So it makes perfect sense that him and Julian kind of flew back together. It just, I don't know. I like Obie with Julian now, I have to say. Actually, I don't like Julian with Obie, because I feel like Julian deserves better, but I can't deny the chemistry there, I guess is what I'm trying to say. The whole thing with Kate and Nick is kind of annoying, because I really like Nick, and I think that Kate is playing him hard, so I feel good that she broke things off. I don't think it's going to end up being good in the long run. I think Nick's just going to get hurt by something that's going to happen, and it's just only a matter of time before that happens. I really hate how they incorporated the teacher, the guy teacher, having a crush on her in the last episode, because now in this episode, he took the picture of her and Nick and posted it on Gossip Girl and was like, ooh, you have to be in the mix too. And he clearly did it because he was jealous. And I feel like they just incorporated that because they needed more drama for the teacher's side of the story. It just didn't It doesn't make sense to me. Like I said in the last episode, he never gave me any indication that he actually likes Kate and has a thing for her. So it just feels weird that they added that, but whatever. Max and his father having that conversation, that was definitely something that was needed. I'm glad that the father saw through Rafa's BS, but holy effing shit, that video, oh my gosh, I remember watching the promo and they went like, and I was like, what could be so bad? You know, what could be so crazy that they made that face? Well, that was what it was. Oh my gosh, that is a full-on vivid video of what is happening. There's no denying it. There's no mistaking, like, is that Rafa? Yes, it's Rafa. Yes, they are having sex. You can clearly see that. Rafa deletes it really quick. Is this gonna make him completely back off because he knows that Max still has the video? Or is this going to make him try to figure out something to destroy Max before he releases that video again? Because Max doesn't know that Gossip Girl lost the video. And so unless one of them messages him and says like, hey, we need it again, which Rafa will see, it's like Rafa, she would have to change the passwords, then contact Max and get the video again. So Rafa either has to contact Max and be like, listen, I'm throwing in the flag, we're done, or he's going to do something really, really bad to destroy Max. And I don't know what he could possibly do with Max having that. Like, at this point, whatever he does, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because Max would kind of screw himself by releasing that video anyway. Aki said it. It'll kind of destroy you because it'll follow you wherever you want to go to school and stuff. But he's like, I don't care. So I don't see anything that Rafa could do that would top that. You know, like Max is kind of exposing himself. Anyways, finally get our throuple. We have Audrey having a great, wonderful conversation with her mom apologizing. They have this beautiful heart-to-heart moment. Aki's mom's kind of trying to talk to him, get him to come out, but he's not biting, and she's just going to give him his time, which I love. It's beautiful. Fuck your dad. Aki's dad sucks. He totally exposes him to the news, and everybody that is watching doesn't have a conversation with Aki about it first, doesn't even have a conversation about it after. Like, he calls him and is like, stay away from Julian. Not even calling him like, hey, let's talk about this. I'm sorry I said that, or... He just doesn't care. He just does not care at all. He totally used him and exposed him, and that breaks my heart. And then Max, so it's like, Audrey had this great conversation. Aki is kind of going through shit, and Max kind of had this nice conversation with his dad, but they're all stressed and going through shit, and then they have dinner, and then magic happens. And it's amazing because I was talking about this, I think, in the third reaction, how you can really feel when Audrey and Aki are hooking up. It's just not there. It's just not happening. But when the three of them are together, you can tell that they're all like a lot more relaxed and comfortable and like passionate and involved in the moment. So at first I was thinking like maybe they're just going to hook up. But I feel like there's actual potential for a throuple, like actual potential for a couple, because I feel like this was foreshadowed when Audrey was saying to her mom, you know, I wasn't alone. I had Aki, I had Max. It's like her two people, you know? I think that there's some foreshadowing of a lot more of a serious relationship going on. But yay, we finally got our throuple. I'm glad that they did that before the mid-season. It's something that we've all been waiting for and anticipating, so that's cool. I think it was really interesting that how they caused the destruction of Zobi, because you have Zoya and Julian kind of having the same conversation with him. Zoya being like, hey, I was myself at dinner. You weren't yourself. Tell your mother we're not done talking. Stand up to her. And he's just like, no, you don't get it. And then Julian kind of says like to him, like, hey, like, you need to tell your mother who you are, otherwise you're going to keep hiding from her. And all of a sudden he has this epiphany of, oh my God, she's right, and goes to the protest. So it's interesting that he listened to Julian and not to Zoya. I feel like that clearly shows like where he's standing right now in regards to his feelings towards Zoya. I feel like they're both just falling out from each other. They just don't want to do it anymore. They're just not into it anymore. So it's interesting that both Julian and Zoya see him at the protest, both of them think it's because of them, and it's because of Julian. It was not because of anything Zoya said. It was strictly because of what Julian said to him, which is ironic because, again, I feel like it was very, very similar conversations, yet different. But I'm glad that he finally broadcasted that. I'm glad that he finally stood up to his mother. And I'm not upset to see him and Julian kiss. Because like I said, I felt it. There was definite passion there. And that was fun. I hate Rafa at this point. I cannot freaking stand him. He is a disgusting human being. He is disgusting. And I guess I'm most excited to see where the throuple goes. And I'm most curious to see what happens with the Rafa Max situation now moving forward, because that was some video. So now Rafa, I have to watch it again. It didn't look like Rafa knew he was taking the video. It didn't look like he knew. So technically speaking, I guess Max could probably get in trouble for videotaping and distributing that. It's like pornography. Also, we found out in the last episode, I forgot to mention this, that Max is not 18, he's 17. So he would technically be distributing child pornography. But then again, I don't think he cares at this point. And he could probably just get out of whatever trouble he gets in if that happens. So I'm most curious to see what happens with that. I'm most excited for the throuple. And I'm scared for the Julian Zoya drama that will occur now that I wonder if this is going to be like a we're going to get back together kind of thing and I'm going to break up with Zoya now, or if this is going to be like a hush hush nothing happened. They weren't drunk. They were both sober. So whew. It's an hour and a half. I need to drink. That was a crazy video. Everyone throw a like up or a dislike if you do or do not like what you see, but comment down below. Let me know why. Subscribe if you have not yet. We do fun things here. Ring-a-ling-a-ling the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon and to follow me on Instagram. So long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when you might need it next. Bye.